So what are you making?
This is the main power wire. This is just going from our smiley face to the kill switch. I just gotta check the orientation of this. I'm pretty sure I just want our loop-de-goop.
Explain why that's important, because I feel like a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, so there's like a curvature of the cable. You can see it's curved like this. That's like how it's wound up. I mean, it can either hurt or help the way that your battery cable lays down in the car and stuff. And sometimes you won't even be able to like connect it, because like if this was like that, maybe that helps if like you have a post down here and then a post this way. But if the post is over here, then you're like trying to get this thing to flex the way that it doesn't want to. So I just always check when I'm doing this to see what orientation is best, because it could go a variety of different ways, especially if you're like fishing it super far in the car and like you don't know how the cable is going to end up. I always run it and just check and then crimp it down afterwards, because I mean it takes 2 seconds, you might as well do it right. With the curvature, just slide this heat shrink over it, shrink it down. This stuff's really nice because it's got glue in it. I mean, this isn't like the most badass cable that you can get, but I mean, for what we're doing, it's really good. And I mean, obviously we're like super oversized on all of our cables, so now we just have to go out from that to everything that we want to power. So this thing's going to go to the outside. So we'll shorten that up. What we're probably going to do is join this with everything else and just have a bundle of it going to that. Obviously you can see like we already got the wiring started, but it's kind of dumb to loom anything until you get to the end, because some of the stuff runs one way, some of it runs the other way, but if you can run it all together, then it's nice. But also it's really dumb to like loom the whole car and then not be able to pull the harness out of the car, because if you ever like want to like swap chassis or diagnose a harness or replace a harness, you gotta make sure you can pull it out. I've seen people like run everything, or if you look at like OEM harnesses, it's funny because you have to pull the whole thing out as one chunk because they branch all the sides and the front and the back together. But with race car stuff, I kind of like to, you know, make sure that this part of the harness I can take out. The engine harness is separate so that it's not stuck to the chassis, and like if we're breaching the firewall, you know, again, there's different levels to this stuff. Some people use bulkheads and like mil-spec connectors and crazy shit. Like, I don't know. It's cool, it's flashy, it's easy if you're like have a bulkhead and like a chassis side harness, but if you're balling on a budget, still just make sure that you have like brake points in the harness. I can't wait for that part. Almost a race car. Got a whole jambalaya of wires working on right now. Switch pros, solid state control panel, bunch of wiring. The rear stuff's already done, but look at this. Damn. All the taillight wiring is done. Hidden behind the crash structure. Fuel level sender, not wired in, but the wires are there. Fuel pump's wired in. We're getting there. This thing's sick though. It's actually 2 pieces. Powder coated the top one, left the back one aluminum. Fuel filler is going to be here. Just clamp it on there. Yeah.